this appears to be the era of kingmakers with regards to news networks. This is the era they will rise and fall. I mean, Fox News has just hit the skids. Well, for the last 4 years, Fox News has been just reigning supreme there with the conservatives all supporting it. The Trump supporters all go in for Fox News. I said, before President Trump was elected, Fox News was on YouTube. I remember clearly they had about 500,000 subscribers as of President Trump's election in 2016. And now they have several million. So Trump really made Fox what they really are. And now that they have taken a sharp turn to the left, it's probably turning right on your screen, that the people have also taken a sharp turn to the right, and Fox went to the left. And so yes, Fox is now officially buddy-buddy with CNN, MSNBC, and their ilk. And as Tim put the other day, that the mainstream media is now defending Fox News as they welcome them under their wing, and those mean old Trump supporters won't support them anymore. But I said, of course, the left-wing media, they're going down too, just because everyone's saying how CNN is in debt, broke, they can't make money. The systems change, and if some businesses don't change with the system because they don't want to, and others, I don't know, they can't. I guess maybe their model has them stuck, or it's probably just the leadership. So, with Fox News partially out of the picture they've lost their core audience. I mean, is Fox really going to pick up that many leftists? I'm thinking they're going to pick up a few moderates, but I mean, really, are moderates enough to keep them going? They're probably going to start losing money. And I said, Tucker, I don't know. I don't think he's long for the celebrity world. I think that he's on the decline because, you see, he has his job. He's loyal to his employers, so he's going to defend them, and therefore his audience is going to turn against him next. And I say he just wants job security. And yeah, he's just no Trump in the making. And we had hopes, but of course we had hopes for Boris too. And they didn't pan out. Oh well, it just shows you can never tell what a person is made of just by their talk. You gotta see how they perform under pressure. You just can't assume. So, anyway, we have some new stars born in the conservative media. And that is Newsmax TV and OAN, One American News. They have seen massive bumps since the election debacle. And they are probably going to continue to grow for a while. So, I mean, Fox has had its day. It's going out. And we have some new media on the horizons. And I said, we all need to step up, and it's just terrible how much the mainstream media gets away with in their lies, and it's terrible how many people are gullible and believe it. The people who believe it are the kind of people who believe what they see on TV or believe what they read in the paper. Life isn't quite that simple. We would like it to be that simple, but, I mean, you've got to know where the news is coming from. Is it reliable? Who's reporting it? What's their agenda? I'm afraid today everybody has an agenda. I mean, back in the old days, I mean, people probably had agendas too when they reported the news or reported the history. But, I don't know, maybe it wasn't as obvious. They were better at concealing it, or there was just no other source to challenge them. So, one of our bigger crises we face is getting the normal people to stop believing the mainstream media. And that's something we need to explore in the future. Because obviously the mainstream media is losing a lot of traction. Like I said, their main stronghold should be the baby boomers and and upward, because they are the ones who were raised on television and are the most likely to believe without question what the left puts on television. Whereas younger people, they're sort of all over the place. They're getting lots of different ideas, and they have so many different choices. Where older people, they are captive audiences for left-wing propaganda. So we need to work on taking back our culture. I said American values have become a counterculture in our own nation. I mean, it's our nation, but here the left has seized major strongholds of power and have made us into poor country cousins. And that's a serious problem. It's a problem we need to confront. It's a problem that Trump has confronted, and a problem we will continue to confront for the rest of our lives. The balance of power, and we need to make sure that freedom and truth is preserved. Right now, we have a media filled with liars and assisting in the left-wing coup that is going on currently. And we will continue to see how that plays out. But if there's one lesson that conservative television stations should have learned from this, is that you're going to have to, if you abandon your audience, betray your audience, they will leave you. And is it worth it? Is it worth it? If it's worth it to you, go ahead, blow your audience away. You don't care? Then you don't care. But that opens up doors for new faces, new companies, and today it looks like Newsmax TV and OAN are the news networks of the hour. Unfortunately, we have observed that Newsmax does have feet of clay as well, and tends to also bow to cancel culture, as do many of the sites. Sky News Australia is about 50-50. Some left-wing junk and some right-wing truth. So there is definitely a battle for information, and we continue to see these news organizations tested to see how strong they are and whether they will cave, how weak they are. So, and it seems like so many of them fall very quickly. And I said, well, this makes more room for me. I've always resisted the news, but I might start dabbling a little more myself. Now, I am not as direct as some of the commentators. I believe in being more subtle with the left, and I believe that will ultimately get me farther because I can play more mind games like they do. Probably because I'm such an artsy person, and since arts are a domain exclusively belonging to the left, someone else in the arts might be able to at least gum up their brain gears a little bit by using some of their own tactics on them. So we must continue to fight for what's right and fight for the truth, and we need to somehow drown out the lies from the mainstream media. It's going to take us all working together and just telling the truth. And counter the lies, pray, work hard. Okay, let freedom ring.